Here's my hack on how I use my bookmark bar on my internet browser to get work done easier. And I'm showing you in Chrome. All of the browsers do have the same function. Exactly where it's found may be slightly different, and it may look a little bit different, but they all work basically the same. The one thing I want to make sure you know is how to add a bookmark. So if I go to a random website, I'm just going to put in yahoo.com. How I add the bookmark is that star icon in the URL bar. All of your URL bars, no matter which browser, will have something similar right there. And if I star it, it gives me a choice of what folder to put it in. Or if you don't have folders set up yet, it will just put it along your bookmark bar here at the top. I recommend you put it in folders because you can do some really cool things. Here's a couple of examples of how I work with folders. For one thing, they're really great to put all things you're going to work for on one project together so you can open them all at once. So for example, if I'm going to sit down at my computer and do some Youngliving work, I go to that folder, and if I right-click, I can say Open All the Tabs. And then all of the tabs I use for Youngliving are right here, immediately opened, and I don't have to go search for each one. I hate searching for them and which URL do I need to visit, and that way they're all here, no matter what it may be. I've got them added to one place. I do something similar with some of the groups I post in on Facebook, and because you may be doing this as part of your business or your Youngliving business, this can be a great tip as well. Most of those kind of groups have different days of the week that you can post different things. Or I just like to kind of spread them out and check each group one day of the week and maybe respond to some people on that day. So all of my posting like that I'm dropping them into days of the week. And so today when I'm recording this, it's Tuesday. Similar, I can right-click and have it open all those tabs, and then I can just visit each one, see what new posts have been made, respond to them, anything like that. I even do this with my own groups and own Facebook pages that I have set up. Similar, I group some of my things, for example, for SEO, some of the tools I use, I have grouped into different subfolders, and I've really got to clean up my website and SEO links. That's really bad. Here's how you do that cleanup and get the things into the folders and move them around so that you have them in the order that you want up here on your toolbar. Over on the right, and it's just outside of the window I'm recording, but in Google it's the 3-dot icon on the right. In Internet Explorer, one of the others, this same menu is up there. It's just to the right of the URL bar. And when I click it, I get the internet options. And what I'm going to do is go to Bookmarks, and it will show me a big list of my bookmarks, but I want to go to Manager. And from here, what I first see is all of the ones in order as you see them up here on my toolbar. If I have one that I need to move around, it's really simple, drag and drop. For example, I want to open this one that has all that messy stuff that needs cleaned up. For example, I may want to move this one to the top. I've been meaning to do that. So I can actually grab it and drag it up to the top. If I want to add a new folder, for example, some of these are my own websites, I'll right-click just outside of this and say Add New Folder. And then the things that are my websites versus client websites or tools, I can just drag right into there. I'm clicking and holding, and then dragging and releasing. Click and hold, drag and release. All of these are my things. So I can move them around like that. Reporting, maybe I want this folder also up at the top. I'm going to click and drag and release. And really quickly I can clean this up and put things where I want them. For example, on this post one that I showed you, I haven't categorized a couple of these, so I'm going to put them in there. This is one I use. This one I always do on Wednesday. I can clean them up just like that. And it doesn't impact how I can open them. It just impacts on how cleaned up they are. My Youngliving one, I'd actually like to move it up so that it's on my toolbar. I'm going to move this notifications one and pop it right before that so that I still want my GoDaddy and my notifications up on the main toolbar. So I'm going to go back to this Bookmarks bar that has all of them, and I'm going to take my Youngliving and just drag it up. Make sure you don't drag it into another folder. I'll show you if I highlighted that accounting folder and released, it would go into that accounting folder, and I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure it is a line between them. And now at the top you see it's right there. So that's how I quickly use my bookmark on my toolbar, and I do it with clients also so that subfields of my client folder, I can have one client and I can open all of their links at once. Really great with online reputation management. I do this for quite a few clients where I just follow their social media on a weekly basis and make sure nobody's saying anything negative that needs to be responded to. And I can open all of their links at one time to do so. So that's your tip for today.